In this video, we're going to teach you how to do a stand-up wheelie and where to apply it on the track. What's up, guys and girls? This is Tyler from the MX Factory. Today you guys are going to learn how to do a wheelie standing up in 3 easy, sort of easy steps. So first is going to be your setup, body position, and approach. Second is going to be controlling that wheelie, making sure you don't go too far forward, too far back, you're just in that right spot. And third is going to be where you can apply it on the track and at home or wherever you decide to do it. Step 1. First thing you want to look at is your approach. You want to find an area that's flat, it's smooth, you don't want a lot of obstacles, you don't want any ruts. When you're first learning this, you need as least amount of obstacles as possible to get going. Next will be body position.
Potty position.
Potty position.
First, spread your legs nice and wide.
Potty position. Potty. It's very similar to how you're standing going down a rough straightaway with your weight down the middle and your upper body in attack position. The biggest difference is going to be where your feet are. So instead of your feet being back on the pegs, on the balls of your feet, you're going to go more towards the middle of the peg so you can cover your rear brake, which is going to be, if you go too far back, it's going to be what saves you from looping all the way out. An important thing here is to make sure that when you load the bike, so clutch is in, the front brake kind of loads to the front, and then you release the clutch and throttle at the same time, you want your hips to drop back behind your heels, right? It's going to get your center of gravity just back over the back. You want your weight to be closer to the back tire so the top of the bike is light and it's much easier to control and more balanced. What really helps when you're about to get your pop is that you pull the clutch in, lightly go into your front brake, lightly go into your rear brake. What that's going to do is compress the whole bike down. So when you let go of the clutch and give it gas, it almost is like the suspension is working with you to get the bike up, and you don't need as much of an aggressive throttle delivery to get the bike up. So you're letting the suspension work with you and then releasing the clutch, a little bit of gas, pop the front end up, and then start to manage that from there. The preferred gear to start in here is, I like to start in second personally, and if I'm starting to gain momentum, which just means that I'm not all the way up to my balance point, if I'm gaining momentum, I'm having to use the throttle to keep me up, I'll shift up another gear and go to third or fourth, depending on how far I'm trying to do it. Is going to depend on how much you use those gears. Step 2 is going to be controlling this wild beast. Throttle control and back brake control are like the key components to keeping safe here. If you guys have seen the first wheelie video, you're gonna know what we're after here. You've got to make sure you cover your rear brake and that you're on it. As soon as you know you're past that balance point, you're off the gas and you lightly roll on that rear brake. Unless you're really far back, then you just do all you can, stomp it. It doesn't matter, you just wanna get the front end down. A lot is gonna do with, I take my hand off the clutch personally, just helps me grip the handlebars, and I just hover over that rear brake and I just try to keep the throttle right up in that balance point. So it's very lightly you're delivering that throttle to keep it upright. And then it's just squeezing the bike, being in the right position, and practicing over and over and over. And over. And over. And over.
Oh, now I get it. Now the pieces are falling into place.
So in step 3, we're going to talk about where do you apply this? What I'll learn how to wheelie, what do I do? Is it going to help me race? I think so. I think it really can. There's a few things that come to mind. The whoop section is always good to have this technique. If you can wheelie the whoops and set your tire at the right spots, you're really going to gain some speed. Second would be going through some chopping bumps, pulling the front wheel up and just hitting it with your back tire. Third, more advanced technique would be wheeling over like a little single or a jump to get the extra pop on the next jump, to maybe jump a triple or jump a little further or jump over some holes. Hopefully I don't weed it up and end up on Friday fails. But why? The fourth one is a little more advanced. You'll see some guys wheelie to the face of the jump and set their front tire down right at the tip. So the front suspension blows through the top, and they move their weight back and blow the back suspension through the top as well with their weight and stay really low. And it's really applicable to, you know, little doubles right out of the turn. And then you gotta jump something big after. All right, guys and girls, that was how to wheelie standing up. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we do. Here's some more videos over here you can check out to learn a little more. Make sure you check out our Instagram. We're posting little videos throughout the week. Make sure you subscribe if you liked all this stuff. We're making many more videos for you guys, and we're super excited about it. Peace. And then do a knock knock.